Howdy folks, greetings, welcome to this glorious sunny Sunday morning here in Brighton. Now today I want to talk about my latest video that I'd done on the recent monkey performance from our elected politicians, the BBC debate. And I kept getting the same comment in the comment section. Oh, if only I lived in Scotland, I'd vote SNP. I want to vote SNP, but unfortunately I live in England. This sort of comment kept coming through. I mean, I said something similar in the video itself. It looks like I'm going to be voting SNP if I'm going to choose from that debate. The fact that I live in Brighton, I'll worry about that later. But it's interesting, and I have to say, if I didn't have sort of any political knowledge of these parties before going into this debate, if someone just sat me down, made me watch the debate, and then asked me who would you vote for at the end, I'd vote SNP. They were saying all the right stuff. They were the only ones brave enough to bring up Brexit. If you're going to talk about sorting our economy, you need to talk about the damage Brexit is doing. They talked about ramping up renewable energies, creating jobs, boosting the economy, giving decent apprenticeships to young people with renewable energy. He talked about the reason that we have so much immigration, and the fact that in Scotland they train doctors and nurses for free. And this is the biggest driver in immigration in this country, is because we've had 14 years of Tory government that won't train our youngsters. They have to get themselves in debt if they want to become a nurse or a doctor or any of the really, really important industries. Engineering, take your pick. Let's train our own British citizens for free, because we want to encourage people to get into these jobs. Instead of demonising migrant workers all the time, let's actually appreciate the work that they're doing by covering the void that the Tories have created in our workforce. You know, they were saying some really good stuff. And I guess there's no reason why they can't field candidates in England, right? I mean, you guys in Scotland, maybe instead of keep trying to push for this Scottish referendum, maybe you should just try and just take over England. Not with an army, but politically. Start fielding candidates in England. I think you do quite well in an election. There's no reason why you can't. I mean, Labour, Lib Dems, Conservative field candidates in Scotland. Why can't you field candidates in England? It's interesting, isn't it? It's interesting. God, I can hear the people tapping away in the comment section already, absolutely distraught with what I'm saying. SNP in England, Jesus Christ, they'll lock you up for using the wrong pronoun. They'll take away our free speech. You'll get put in jail if you call a man a woman. Going mental. They don't like this hate speech stuff, do they? On this hate speech thing, I mean, I don't really see any evidence that it's not just a law that is cracking down on bullying and harassment online and stalking as well, things like this. You know, I mean, that is what it's about. I mean, come on, no one's going to jail for mistakenly using the wrong pronoun, or even just saying that someone's a male or a female once. No one is going to jail for this stuff. I mean, this law is about harassment, isn't it? It's about stopping people that, you may be trans, but stopping people online going, yo, you look like a bloke. You look like you're a bloke. You're deranged. You know, all this sort of stuff. This is what this law is in place to fight and combat, and I'm all for that. Bullying and harassment and stalking, all these things are incredibly important to stomp out. But you know, you get the most. How can you put someone in jail for stating a scientific fact? Scientific fact. Look, I mean, it's a scientific fact that James Corden is overweight. But if you start barraging the guy every single day in his comment section, barraging, well, you're fat, you're a fat prick, you're fat, you're fat, you're fat, you're fat, that becomes harassment, doesn't it? I don't know. But yeah, I have not seen any evidence of these hate crime laws. Prove me wrong, by all means. If there is one person that gets put in jail in Scotland because they didn't use the right pronoun with someone, or maybe even just called a trans person a man once or something, you know, I will take it all back. But these laws are obviously in place to stop online harassment and people that are being harassed every single day. The amount of trans people out there that I've seen it online, barraging of hate every single day. You're a bloke, you look like a bloke, what you doing, you're deranged, you're mentally ill. That's horrific, and it needs to be stomped out. Anyway, I went on a bit of a tangent there. But yeah, SNP. If SNP stood in England and you're English, would you vote for them? I think I would. They definitely won the debate on mine. They were saying all the right things that I care about. Anyway, if you like the video, click a like. If you haven't subscribed, you can subscribe up top. There'll be another video. And I also want to mention today at 6 p.m. on Absolute Bedlam YouTube channel, you can check out a conversation between me and Angry Bootnik where we discuss austerity, immigration, all the hot topics from slightly different political viewpoints. You can check that out. Go over to Absolute Bedlam YouTube channel, 6 p.m. today. If you're watching this another day, it'll already be out. I'll put the links down below. Till next time, take care. Just going through red lights again. No one seems to care, do they?